Joseph?
Yeah.
Do I have access to Google again for this episode?
You have access to Google.
Let's go! Let's freaking go!
You had an idea that you wanted to tell me about, so go ahead and talk to me, Goose.
Wait, say again?
You had an idea you wanted to talk to me about, so go ahead and talk to me, Goose.
Quack, quack, quack,
No. I said talk to me, Goose, not talk like a goose. You fucking goof. You want to tell me about this idea you had?
So here's the idea, Joseph.
Yeah.
This is something that's been popular, that's been growing on the internet
in
for the past couple years, I would say. Couple years. There's been a trend online of people reading Reddit stories. Like of, am I the asshole? This and that.
Okay.
And the other. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mean to be like a little bit of like a, I don't know if there's like a pick me bitch type thing, or like a, I've been there since before it was cool type hipster shit.
Yeah.
I've had, oh god, no, I'm not gonna admit that. Okay, so
no, admit it.
No, I can't.
We can always cut it. We can always cut it.
No, it's just like it's embarrassing to admit this.
Look, admit it, and if you still feel embarrassed, we'll cut it.
It's like, in my head, I was like, why did I feel the need like I needed to say this? Like it.
Were you gonna say something like I thought of that idea like years before it happened?
No, not like that.
What is it? Talk to me.
I was literally, all I was gonna say was, no, I've had a Reddit account since 2012.
Oh yeah, that is pretty embarrassing.
So that's really embarrassing.
That's pretty embarrassing.
So I will do my journalistic, honest integrity and not strike that from the record.
Yeah.
Just know that I said that with my head hung low.
Yeah.
And with my shame not intact anymore. So I think that we could go through a couple of those like Reddit posts and look for stuff. Okay. Now, here's the thing. There's a thing that I was looking into a while ago that I think would be interesting is text conversations.
Okay.
Of like really like weird either like relationship stuff going on or like, how do you say? Like just interesting text conversations that go back and forth.
Yeah.
And I was on, this is like a couple years now ago, where I was getting like notifications. And again, I don't like to admit this. This is like a guilty habit. I get like a little Reddit notification. And I'm usually only on Reddit for informational purposes about like things that pertain to me. Yeah. Like I have seborrheic dermatitis. So I go on the Reddit subreddit for seborrheic dermatitis to see what can help.
Which is like, I think, the only appropriate use of that.
Yeah, it's like that, or like if I need to know if a product is good or not, and it's and it's like non-biased. Like that's usually what I use Reddit for.
Yeah.
But for a little while, like a couple years ago, I was definitely caught in that train. Maybe even during COVID. So like 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Well, we were all.
I would just scroll through r/texts.
Yeah.
And they would have some pretty saucy text conversationals.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I like the idea. Here are my parameters for that.
Sorry?
Here are my parameters for that.
Yes, sire.
Cannot be something that's on the trending. Right?
Cannot be on trending?
On the, you know how like you could break it down, sort it by trending?
Yeah.
Popular? I want something like I want...
You want the hot and fresh.
I want it fresh.
Yeah.
I want someone legit going through like this to them is the only solution, is going on Reddit and going, am I being an asshole? Or am I overreacting?
Yeah.
Or am I being too nervous? However many weird variations of that there is. Now, the text one is, I think, interesting. I will let that one go to trending. You know?
Now, Reddit does have the thing where you can just sort it by what's hot.
What's hot?
So what's hot is like, it's current.
Yeah.
But it's what is current, like, recently uploaded.
Yeah.
That is getting some form of traction.
Okay, can I see your phone?
I had one pulled up, but yeah, if you want to.
Let me see. I'm gonna sort by. Oh, this is really well organized.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, let's see new. I want to see new. Okay, yeah, within an hour.
Yeah, like it's pretty good.
I don't mind the what's hot. I don't want to see the trending.
Okay.
Because one, I don't want to like, I don't know.
You want it a little more curated.
Yeah,
I want it a little
I don't want it to just be us reading off,
picking off the top of the
I want to
top of
get
the compost barrel.
I want to get like
Dive
dive
into that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to the compost barrel analogy.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want
I don't want the stuff at the top. I want the shit that's cooking right in the middle.
Joseph, I'll just go onto
Yeah.
the computer so that we can.
Yeah.
If you are interested yourself to find these subreddits, this one that we are currently on is r/texts, and that is what I have looked, or not what I have looked for.
Yeah.
This is what sought me out from Reddit, just sending me shit.
Okay. Now, you just thought of this, right? This idea.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is uncurated. Where
Now, if this does better,
we
can maybe come with like a post each
yeah
or something, or maybe a couple each,
yeah
and then
we could riff off of them.
we can riff off and bounce back and forth between
okay.
each other.
I'm okay with
Like
that.
we
I'm
could
cool with
probably pull a few each just in case there's any overlap.
that. Yeah.
And then we can like pick out the ones that we both have seen, and then
I am okay with that.
all right.
All right. So in this situation, do you want to be gray bubble or green bubble? We
We
will recreate it. You know.
let me be green bubble, and then you could be gray bubble.
Okay.
Green bubble is the person whose point of view this is.
Yes.
So
And then gray bubble is
who's texting that person.
yeah.
So the
Girlfriend got weird text is the
title of this post.
yeah, and it's an iPhone message. All right. You should probably ask your boyfriend what he actually did this weekend.
I appreciate you reaching out, although this is relatively cryptic. Who is this?
I'm not trying to like meddle or upset you. I know there are things that I would want to know if I was in your situation. I'm not going to say anything more. I hope he can just tell you the truth.
Your statements don't have credibility unless you tell me who you are, because this is a serious accusation.
That's on you, sweetheart.
Oh my god. Go fuck yourself, you absolute desperate piece of shit.
Wow, what a great way to just handle that. Let's see. Let's look at the times here.
Oops.
So yesterday at 4:42 p.m. was when she responded, or I assume she.
Yeah.
So the guy sent her probably something like at a weird, like probably early in the morning, 4:42. Then he sent a response right away.
And then they waited 5 hours to
No.
reply.
A.M.
Whoa, they waited all day.
All night, basically.
All night. And then another hour passed and they responded.
Yeah.
So, how'd you feel about that?
I want to know more.
What would you, here's the thing with these. You gotta...
Some of these just end.
Some of them just end. Yeah. That's why I feel like when we curate them, it'll be a bit better.
Yeah. I don't know. How would you react to something like that?
If someone sent me like a, hey...
You should ask your girlfriend what she really did this weekend.
I'll go,
who are you?
You know what's funny? Is me and Christina talk so often. It's like, I'd be like, oh, she was out with her girls. It's like...
Yeah, but what was she really doing with her girls?
You know, we were texting. She sent me a picture of her hanging out with her friends, so I could only assume.
Yeah. But, like, what was she really doing in that picture?
What do you want from me? What do you want?
Yeah.
Go away.
See, it's giving dude who likes her, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe he, like, privated his number or something.
Uh-huh.
Or, like, turned off his caller ID. And was, like, texting her stuff like, oh, you should ask him, like, to, like, cause a problem, basically.
Yeah. Do you think that could either be, like, a dude trying to, like, drive a wedge between them?
Yeah.
Or, like, a girl trying to get at the boyfriend?
See, that's pretty interesting. I thought dude. But
you thought dude trying to get at that girl?
Yeah.
Because I think if it was dude trying to get at that girl, he would be, like, going in a little bit more on her.
Yeah.
Trying to make shit up or whatever. But...
See, the thing that does it for me, it's like that's on you, sweetheart.
Oh,
that's like older guy.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
You know?
Does it give millennial?
It gives millennial. It could be like the middle-aged coworker that works with her or something.
Dude, yeah. You know what's funny is that was something that I used to get a lot when it would like send me like notifications. It would be like some spicy breakup stuff or like some weird like coworker stalker shit.
Yeah.
Now, this one that I just pulled up.
Yeah. I
was scrolling through a couple of them because some of them are just like fun little I was a little piece of shit. So they were just like short little cartoons, like my dad's ADHD. But this one is matched on Hinge, moved to texting. On his profile, it also said looking for long term. I guess not. So Joseph,
Yeah.
you just recently told me
Yeah.
that you're trying to get rid of all your.
Well, I'm just trying to like not be on dating apps anymore. One,
Yeah.
it fucking shatters your ego.
Yeah.
It shatters your ego, and two, it's also like, I do know a couple people on there like that I've gone out with and all this stuff. And the thing about it is, it never transitions from whatever it is to something serious.
To like actually something real.
And that like I'm like it's kind of because I'm looking in the pond when I should be looking in the ocean. You know what I'm saying?
What would be the ocean?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
probably
like,
some other app. I don't know.
it was just a stupid metaphor that I made for. I'm probably looking for love in the wrong places.
Yeah.
And it's fair. Like these places like I think Hinge is a little bit more serious than like Tinder.
That's how it's
than Tinder
portrayed
and
as,
Bumble and all that stuff. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's time to get off it.
I mean, me and Christina, again, I've told people this, but it was like, I've talked to Christina about this as well. It's like, when I started talking to her, I was in a weird middle ground where I was on dating apps, but at the same time, I was like, it was probably the most insecure I was, but also at the same time, because I was so insecure, I was like pretty healthy.
Yeah.
And like I was like doing my best to like groom myself and like look good.
Yeah.
But I was like, I was looking for like something serious, but like you're saying, it really fucks up your ego, and it really fucks up like your own self-image.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think ego was a bad choice of words because ego usually has a negative connotation. But like your self-image,
it really breaks that up.
Like you start looking at your like pictures, you're like, oh,
but people aren't liking that. Is something wrong with me? Like,
yeah.
Do I not look great? Yeah, and then it really starts fucking with you. And you're like, fuck, I need to update my pictures.
Yeah.
You update your pictures, and then still nothing. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. But then it's also like just logistically, it's like for every one girl on there, there's like 20 other dudes.
There's a thing that I heard recently. Again, I'm kind of like poaching this from someone I just heard.
Yeah.
But it was like, men and women have horrible times on dating apps for two very opposite reasons.
Right.
Like, for women, dating apps are like an ocean full of fish.
Yeah.
And it's like all of them are constantly like swimming around you. And then for men, dating apps are a desert.
Yeah.
Where you're like trying, like the women are like drowning in this ocean, and then the men are like trying to just find anyone to talk to.
Yeah.
But again, it's because a lot of girls notoriously on dating apps just get so many like likes and matches and swipes.
Yeah.
They're like, they literally cannot get through all of them.
Yeah.
But this post, it has to do with I feel like something that you've
that
I've also experienced, but you more
recently.
Yeah, me not within the past like 5 years almost.
Yeah. So, are you looking for an actual long-term relationship?
Eventually, yes. I feel like it'd be nice to get to know you better through date. No, she typed that wrong.
To know you better though on a date. I think it was like.
They need. This is the other thing. I don't know how your texting style is, but I'm a very punctuating person.
European also probably.
Oh, they are a 24-hour clock. Hold on, let me reread it. Eventually, yes. I feel like it'd be nice to get to know you better though on a date. See, punctuation. Just put a comma in there, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't do that.
Oh, God.
Figured you'd be down to just hook up, and that's that. But it's a bit of a red flag to me. You want to hold me down and control me?
Whoa.
You females are all the same. Ruining men's lives. Whoa. Because you want something serious? And how do you know what we want? You probably have a high body count and multiple...
There you go, the next page. Multiple STDs.
And booty calls to attend to, comma, whore.
Oh, my God.
Leave me on red.
Thank you for the punctuation.
Yeah. Jackass. Leave me on red. Okay, whatever. I don't even think you're emotionally ready for handling a man like me. I have my shit together. I make money. I have a decent-sized dick.
Decent's crazy.
But you'll never know that now because you want a stupid fucking relationship. fucking slut.
That's crazy.
Dude, you want a relationship?
You fucking slut.
What a slut, dude.
You want commitment? Whore. That's crazy.
That's crazy. What a crazy sentence.
All right, we have an actual decent female listening base.
Women listen to us.
Yes. Oh God, I said female, didn't I?
Yeah.
Gross.
I think about that all the time.
When you accidentally say female.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like it's a male, female. That's like the science word.
Yeah.
But it's been co-opted by
these fucking
kinds of dudes. I don't like that.
You female, you gross female who wants a relationship, slut.
That's so funny. Oh, let's go. This one might be fun, Joe.
Okay. But yeah, that's, I've gotten that, but like in a girl version, kind of.
Really?
Where it's not, she didn't call me a slut.
Comma
whore. But it's kind of like, you're like, oh yeah, I kind of want something a little bit more serious than just a hookup. And he's like, oh, I'm in it for the game,
and no hate. I don't mean to
hate.
knocking on it, but it's like,
it's everyone's free to do with whatever they want, but
once you've been in it long enough, it's like,
yeah.
And I feel like once you get like to a certain age or like a certain level of maturity, you kind of really don't appreciate the whole like idea of like just ghosting people like so often because it became so normal. I did it a lot, dude.
I
felt so bad about it, but I did it a lot.
That's the thing that I'm really not proud. I'm not good with texting.
Me too. I'm already a bad texter.
Arik is probably the person I'll text most.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, there'll be times where he'll send me something, and I don't respond till like 2 days later.
And same thing with me, like on your end. I feel bad. But
I always feel bad. Like I always whenever there's a girl that I leave on read or delivered, and if you listen to this, I don't mean it. I don't mean anything by it. It's just my brain don't work good.
Unless you slighted him.
No.
If you slighted him, it won't be no contact. It will be the final contact.
It will be the final contact.
There will be an ultimatum, and you will be ready for it.
Whoa. Are you trying to get in a relationship or what?
Whore.
Call
a whore.
You don't want to just hook up with someone? You probably got STDs. What a weird.
That's a lot of back and forth thing. Here's the other thing I do want to clarify. A lot of posts on Reddit, sometimes they're just like engagement farming, so you can kind of weed through like what's fake and what's real. So that one could have gone either way, because that felt like a caricature. But from a lot of women's perspectives who I've talked to,
I think
that
it's
happens.
very real from like a woman perspective.
Yeah, so that definitely does happen.
As a guy, we don't want to be like, there's guys out there, but there are guys like that out there.
We should say this as like a disclaimer. We will acknowledge that what we are reading may be fake.
Yeah.
But for the sake of the conversation, let's treat it as if it were true to see like what we would do or how we feel about the situation if it were real. But unless something is like so egregiously fake, where it's like, okay, shut up, and then everybody clapped.
Yeah, those shits piss me off.
And then the girl at the front counter gave me a kiss on the cheek and then gave me her number.
Yeah.
And then we boned. Now we're married.
I do have a story like that, but.
And then everybody clapped.
And then not everybody clapped, but like everybody did.
Oh
clap.
My god!
But I mean, punching a Nazi.
That's fair.
Yes. If there's whatever.
All right. This one is called "Congrats on the Big Dick." I guess.
That is the name of that one.
Again, I'm gonna be the person who is whose point of view it is.
Okay. Hey, how are you?
Who is this?
It's Tony. You gave me your number a few months ago. I just never got around to finally texting you.
I think you've got the wrong number.
Is this not Stephanie?
No, I'm sorry. Where did you get this number?
You gave it to me, or so I thought.
Where?
What?
I don't understand how you got my number.
Well, actually, I believe it was your friend who gave it to me.
What friend?
Chastity, I believe.
Chastity?
She said you two have a history together.
Quote unquote history is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know a Chastity.
I can't remember her name exactly. Either way, she said that you're always down for a good time.
Listen, dog, I don't know what you're on, but I've given nobody permission to give my number out for a good time, quote unquote.
Well, she said you like big dicks and had a great set of tits.
And then they sent like a reaction gif of like an old man going, huh?
Yeah. I'm just saying, bro. So you don't like big dicks, nor do you have great tits?
Tony, I gotta be honest. You're giving me the worst ick of my life right now, so I'm gonna have to block you. I wish you the best of luck with your big dick or whatever.
That's
That's
hilarious.
crazy.
That's hilarious.
All right, now
The like, so you don't like big dicks, nor do you have great tits.
that's so Reddit energy
Yeah.
too. That's crazy. Okay, Joseph, question.
Yeah.
Pertaining to this, I think. Not I think, I know. You find out that like one of your close friends, just like whenever they go out, just gives your number to like random women.
I would be. Why are you doing that?
Uh-huh.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? Like, I'm sorry. That's so weird. You know, I guess here's the thing.
And every now and then you get like a text that you think is like a spam text, you just block it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. In older times, like if you watch like any 90s sitcom, that was more popular.
Yeah.
Just giving out your friend's number.
Oh, here, my friend. You're my friend's type. I'm gonna give you his number.
Yeah.
Or her number.
Like Seinfeld. Literally, look at any. Well, maybe bad example, but Seinfeld. He'll be like Elaine, I really like that girl. Like, do you know her? She's like, oh yeah, that's her and her. He's like, you think you could give me her number? And then later on in the episode, it'll be Seinfeld calling her and goes, hey, Elaine gave me your number. And
that
was like,
is crazy.
That was normal. That's just
Yeah.
how people met people back then, I guess. But
That's
like
wild.
nowadays, though, it's
like-
really weird.
Yeah, because now we have the whole like of the internet where it's like people are weird out there,
Yeah.
and also it could be one of those like phishing scams where it's like a fucking fake person trying to get you to invest in some fake crypto.
This doesn't feel like a phishing scam, though.
No, that feels like someone trying to fuck.
Yeah.
But also, how did they get their number?
Yeah.
But I don't know. If you're assuming that it was a friend, that's not a.
It could also be. Now, assuming this is real, right?
Yeah.
It could also be like maybe he put the number in wrong.
That's true, but
You
they
know?
didn't even say that as an option.
No.
They weren't even like, oh, sorry, wrong number, which
Yeah.
I have had happen to me, which is funny, where someone tries to text me and they go, oh, I'm so sorry, it's the wrong number. I go, no worries, bye.
Yeah. I've met some wonderful friends like that.
Have you?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, that's weird. That's very weird. Don't do that to your friends. Because also, like, why? Why would you do that?
I
want something long. Give me something with some content here. This is just a oneer. Give me something with like multiple pages.
Okay, hold on. This one is crazy. I met this guy in a dating app and he asked me out. And then 2 hours later told me to never text him again because he has a girlfriend of 3 years.
All right, I guess that's pretty good.
All right, name's blocked out.
Okay.
All right, so majority of this is just the person, the person whose point of view it is. They've only texted once.
But they also did reply to
a message they said. Okay, hold on. So, all right. So this person said, "I don't mind that you're busy. I'm busy too. Honestly, last night, it truly didn't bother me, especially because I was so tired. Lol, I wanted to sleep."
Yeah, nah, I completely understand. We both busybodies, and I'd be tired too. So I already know the feeling. Just like a like little emoji. Would you do long distance again? Eyeballs. And then it looks like maybe some like, maybe he's blocking notifications from you or like he's muting you.
Shit.
I got a girlfriend of 3 years. We was on a break. Don't ever hit me up again.
Lamau again.
Hello, good morning. When you're up and have the chance, I would like to talk to you.
Holy shit! That's all in like a span of like 4 hours between. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
The sudden, I got a girlfriend of 3 years.
That
We was on a break.
motherfucker flopped with his girlfriend, I think, or she caught him trying to be fucking
You know, I've seen that a lot.
precarious.
Like, or I've heard of that a lot. Where it's like, a dude trying to get back with his girlfriend, but at the same time he was talking to a girl, so he's kind of like caught in the middle, I guess.
I
You know what I'm
I think that's a situation where that's a dude trying to play both sides of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I got my girlfriend of 3 years, but I also want to fuck around.
Yeah.
But this is like me like trying to play both sides, and then he.
It's like hedging your
out.
bait. You're hedging your pets.
Yeah, in a really shitty situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this one seems interesting, and I feel like we can talk on this one a little bit more too. This says, photographer, quote unquote, thinks women want to pay him to take photos of them naked.
Crazy.
Now, I will say, I do photography. I used to do it more often. Now more I'm a just more hobby, but I do like weddings and stuff sometimes. But I have done a burlesque photo shoot once.
Yeah.
That wasn't that crazy. I'm gonna be honest.
It's just they were just like lingerie, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
If that.
Like basically.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that is like it was very respectful.
Yeah.
And like there was a lot of people around where it just was like a chill environment.
Yeah.
So I've never had any like weird what do you call it? Encounters with anyone like that. Now, I do know photographers that are creeps
like that, yeah.
Like more risque photo shoots like that, and I don't talk to them because I know that they're weird.
Yeah.
And I've heard different like people who like were models or whatever at the time talk about them and be like, or like even like throwing like kind of shade at them online, just being like, don't ever fucking do photos with this person. They're fucking creep, and they kept asking me for nudes or whatever. They kept asking to hook up after a photo shoot, even though I told them I have a boyfriend or whatever. It's like, oh my god. So that shit happens. So I don't doubt at all that this is real. Do you want to be the photographer?
I'll be the. I like the dynamic we got going on right now.
So you want me to be?
I'm gonna be blue. I'll be gray.
All right. So I'm the girl that the photographer is contacting.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Brooke. I'm a professional photographer looking for women interested in modeling.
I'm very excited to talk to you, Mr. Professional Photographer.
Love. You should read that, but like, look how much space there's between professional photographer.
I think it's because the word is so long.
Oh, that's true.
That it like spaced it.
I thought it was like, I'm very excited to talk to you, Mr. Professional
Photographer. Yeah.
Have you ever posed or had interest in it?
Yeah, I dabble with selfies in order to lure men in for history lessons, but I'm sure you've heard that old line before.
History lessons?
Or you know, that whole thing us ladies do.
Ha! Yeah. Have you ever thought of posing?
Yes, here's a look at my portfolio.
And it's her portfolio.
It's her taking selfies,
butter.
Holding up butter. She's holding up bananas. Like a funny top angle.
Yeah. Funny low angle.
Low angle.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Do you think I have what it takes?
What do you mean?
To be a model.
Well, career, it might be pretty tough for you.
Oh.
But if you wanted to try posing, you could.
You're right. Dream small. That's crazy.
Maybe you would like to do a fun boudoir shot.
Whoa, boudoir.
You'd do great.
Thank you, Mr. Professional Photographer. I'm still me? Sorry. Yeah. I'm looking for that overdone, badly photoshopped glamour shots look circa early 2000s. Can you do that?
I mean, I could. Well, usually I do boudoir, art nudes, erotic, many options.
A wide array of options. So, how do I know how to pose?
Well, obviously nude, but tasteful, provocative, showing curves, seductive.
Oh. Is it like America's Next Top Model where I compete with other women for a lead spot?
Well, no. Well, my rate is usually $100 per hour.
Oh my god. Is this where I'm at in life? I should pay a strange man $100 to take nude photographs of me? This must be the wall I've heard so much about. How quickly will I become famous? My career is drying up and I need more cash ASAP.
It's not strange. Lots of young women pay for pictures.
Oh my god.
Look who's talking anyways with modeling at your age. To be famous would require pornography.
Oh.
You don't have the body for anything else. Good luck finding fame with your portfolio.
That's crazy. And then they blocked her on Facebook Messenger. Whoa.
That was heavy. I think next one I gotta switch with you. That was heavy.
You don't want to be the creepy guy again?
No, that one was too much. Ugh, Jesus. I've kind of met people like that. They weren't as like upfront like as that dude was, right? But they're definitely like, you could tell they're like itching for a nude or whatever.
They were charging.
Yeah.
And it's like you're inviting them to wherever the fuck you wanted to invite them to.
Yeah.
Now, the boudoir shoot that I did was at a location. It wasn't in someone's house.
Yeah.
So that also made it feel
Less
like it was more like neutral. It was more of like a
and
normal
also,
thing.
you were approached, right?
Yes, I was approached to do the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I used to date.
I didn't ask someone if I could do boudoir photos.
I used to date a person who was like, let's just say model.
Okay.
Let's just say model. And she was like constantly being like asked by photographers, right? And the first thing she would always do is like, she would throw out like a little like thing, like as like a feeler to feel out if they're a creep.
Oh.
She'd be like, "Oh, I do nudes, by the way," or what, or like I do like risque photo shoot. And then like if they like hopped on it,
if
like,
they really like latched onto that,
yeah,
then you
like
avoid the fuck out of that
she'll
person.
pepper it in, like with like I do this and this, like cosplay, this that risque, and then like other like normal like stock photo stuff or whatever, and then they'll be like, and if they circled in on that one,
Yeah, she's like, okay, don't work with that guy.
yeah, she'd be like,
That makes
block.
sense. That's really funny. That's
Yeah.
good. That's smart.
Yeah,
Sucks that you have to do that, but
yeah, no, I
makes
mean,
sense.
with her, it's like she got used to it because that's just it was the nature of the business that
Yeah.
she chose to work in.
Now, I will also say we are in an area where I feel like in terms of like photography and like all that stuff, everybody kind of knows each other.
Yeah,
So the moment someone new comes in, a lot of people are hesitant,
mm-hmm.
and the people that do get return work, for the most part, I think are considered safe.
yeah,
Now that's not to say that like maybe other stuff's going on sometimes, but like for the most part, I believe that it's chill.
yeah. We have a pretty good like strong photography community out here.
We do.
I know a lot of people who like, you know, they go to the open mics over at the dive that I go,
Yeah.
and so like I know a lot of them, and they're
Yes, a lot of them are all involved around like very similar circles.
like, yeah,
Pretty inviting and friendly.
yeah.
But when I was in college, especially, I definitely ran into a couple of weird photographers.
Because there always is, you know.
Yeah. Because again, I think some people just look at it as like a way to be like, oh, how do I get chicks?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, dude, if I become a photographer, chicks will let me fucking look at them naked.
It's like the dudes who do band to get chicks.
Yeah.
You know, or make movies to get chicks.
Yeah.
It's.
What's it? Is there like an idea or like a current day like? I don't know if like a current day filmmaker, but if you think of like a filmmaker, like a big one that makes films to get chicks, who do you think it would be?
Oh, I feel like nowadays it's probably just as prevalent, but I feel like it's not as surface-y. I would say Michael Bay would be one.
Whoa, that's good. Yeah.
Michael Bay would be one.
He's a poivot.
Yeah. Well, he just overly sexualizes women in
Yes.
his movies. So
Yeah.
he's the only one I can think of right off the top of my head. Because there are a lot of like sex positive directors out now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're creeps or not, but
But it's like just because they're making sex positive movies doesn't mean that they're perverts.
yeah.
Perverts. All right, Joe, let's switch gears a little bit. This one has a few threads in it. It says, I confessed to my friend. Here's how it went.
What did they confess? Let's find out together.
All right, do you want to be the person confessing or do you want me to be the person confessing?
I'll take the blue this time.
You'll take the blue?
Yeah, I'll
Take the blue. The blue might be the heavy one.
I'll take the monologue here.
All right, let's just see how.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
shit.
Okay.
This is good.
Okay. I clicked forward a couple of pictures just to see.
Yeah. Hey, blank. I like you more than a friend. I try to keep these feelings at bay, but I can't.
Keeping them at bay is funny.
I know it's wrong to even say this since you're in a relationship,
Oh my god.
but selfishly, I just felt like I had to tell you. Saying this over text is so crazy.
That is, and also, oh my god. Okay.
I try to get over those feelings because we're friends. You're my best friend, and sometimes I try to get used to talking to you less. Try not to respond. Those are the times I'd leave you undelivered/read, parentheses. But each time you called me or you'd keep texting me anyway, even when I didn't reply, I just couldn't stay away. I know this is just going to make things change, but I don't know. I feel like but I feel like you had to know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you probably didn't have to, but like, girl, I don't know. Like, I don't know. But also want you to know I still value our friendship and just you more than anything else. You're just the best person anyone could ever know. And I feel so lucky to know you.
Okay.
Okay.
Starting off the bat,
Crazy.
Because
This is
it's
giving like 18.
that is definitely give it like 18.
You don't have the emotional maturity yet.
No. because you're saying, I know you're in a relationship, crazy. Selfishly,
yeah.
I just feel like I had to tell you.
Yeah.
I have been dealing with this, and now I have to make it your problem. And
also, it's
also your fault.
Yeah.
because I like you so much.
And I tried to stay away, but you kept texting and calling.
You kept doing it, even though you didn't know what the fuck was going on with me. You kept texting me, thinking we were just friends. All right.
Wow.
No.
I read ahead a little bit.
Oh, I didn't. All right, so now this is what the girl, I'm presuming? The other person responded.
Well, they said girl. I don't know.
That is true. They said girl.
So we know this person is a girl.
So, blank, I really like you too, but I can't merely call it romantic. It's so much more than that. You're so much more than that, bro. Oops.
So it is a girl boy thing.
I just love you, but I can't put a label on it. You're like the most important person in my life right now, and I truly mean that, not just because you confessed to me. Me and blank are distancing right now. We're kind of just friends now because the long distance was getting too hard and we couldn't make each other our number one priorities anymore because of everything going on. So use punctuation. Because of everything going on. So we've decided to stay friends, and part of that was because I know that I enjoy spending time with you more than anyone else. You're the first one I want to call and talk to all the time. I just don't want to put a label on it or like date or get into any romantic relationships right now because of things going on at home and my personal issues. I'm not going to lie. I knew it might be going in this direction, but I didn't want to make assumptions or anything. I'm glad that you told me this because I do deserve to know. Oh, God. And if anything, our bond will get stronger. If we're honest with each other, I don't want you to feel like you have to hide anything from me. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense because I'm just typing out my feelings right now. So I'm sorry if this is all over the place. I'm trying to address everything. Sorry it's long. All right, break from that real quick.
Yeah.
They're definitely like 18.
Yeah.
That's great. Or like just started college.
Or like they're both just equally toxic adults.
That would be crazy if they're adults. This is not sound like adult talking. Now,
this is all right. This is oh man.
Okay, she continues to type.
Yeah.
Blank, you're an amazing person, and there have been so many times that you've saved my life without even knowing it. Like when I met you, I was in a really dark place mentally and like emotionally, and you just make me feel better just by being you. So say that I don't love you. Huh? Just by being you. So to say that I don't love you, that'd just be lying. It's just I don't know what would be happening after this. I want you to know I value our friendship as well still.
I need more from this.
Yeah.
I need you to open up
and
this.
Charge your phone. 11%. What are you doing?
Dude, I get it though. They're like
okay, so now this is crazy because
this is a week ago.
I feel like at some point everyone has done like
something like this.
Yeah, or just like vomiting all of your emotions out at once because that is a really young thing to do because like you've never like dealt with all those like different emotions or like so much emotions like that.
I just go that I've been here.
I've been there too.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
And then you get that like fucking secondhand embarrassment, like thinking back on why the fuck did I do all this?
It haunts
all this
me.
Shit. Yeah,
it fucking haunts me.
Yeah, but you gotta know that like it's like fucking years ago, and you're like, oh, it was my first time dealing with like intense emotions.
Yeah.
And I did a dumb thing, and I accidentally dumped that onto this person. Now, in this instance, they dumped all their shit back at them too. Yeah. So I think these people are both in a similar place.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll work.
It's taking the cabinets out of the drawer and going, psh,
yes.
And then the other person going, you know what? Yeah.
Dump my shit out.
And you know what you end up with? One big mess instead of one.
And there you go.
Smaller
and
mess.
They can share that mess.
Open this up. I want to see if they've done any like edits or like responses.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot that they do that shit sometimes.
By the way, sending this risky test because I like you more than a friend at 13% is so crazy.
I know, because you don't know whether they're gonna respond. You're just fucking sitting there.
Wait, hold up. Go up. Up. The red cover is my friend's name. Yellow is my name. Purple is her ex's name. At first, I was kind of excited to respond, but thinking back, this seems like a gentle rejection.
Oh, that doesn't feel like a rejection to me.
Doesn't feel like one.
It doesn't feel like a true rejection because they kind of.
They said, I'm not looking for anything romantic, but I do love you.
And it's like a not right now type deal. Okay, that could be a gentle rejection. But from the way that she was dumping out all her feelings too, That's like you are one of the most important people in my life right now, and I do
Yeah.
have these emotions for you, and I do love you.
It-
But
it-
just
it's
I am like fresh out of a relationship.
And it's also like I don't want to change what we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know,
I don't really read it as rejection, more as a maybe. She's just getting out of a long distance relation? Question mark. She's probably still talking to the guy and torn in both directions. Maybe she should have waited until she was fully single for your confession.
Yeah, you really should have waited. You should have just sat with that a little bit longer.
And you know the funny thing is if he would have waited, it looked like they were breaking up anyways.
Yep.
So you
definitely
just had to wait for a little bit.
And it was very interesting. She actually said in her message, she said, "I knew it was going to go in this direction."
Yeah.
So that at least means that she was thinking about it.
This is a response from him. Yeah, we're still friends. I'm not really upset. She doesn't feel the same way I do.
Oh, there you go.
But I could have gotten a more concrete answer. While the door definitely isn't locked shut, it seems like it's barely open. Hey, but at least it's barely open, dog.
Here's what I was going to say about that.
Yeah.
If it's your friend, you shouldn't think of your friend as like a door that can be opened.
Yeah.
Now that's if it was someone that like you
didn't
ran
know.
into that you didn't know, or like
Yeah.
that you met with the intentions of dating, or like you went on a date and it didn't maybe go so well, and you're like, oh, well, like the door isn't fully shut, but it's like not really all that open.
Yeah.
That's fair because it's from a dating perspective.
Yeah.
This is from a friend perspective.
Also, a really close friend, and you mean a lot to him.
Yes.
Also, you can't like. Here's another thing. Kind of being a Debbie Downer. It's like it's not locked shut. It's barely open. Like, what more did you expect? Then you're lucky she just has the door barely open.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm trying to look for more original poster responses.
Okay, go up.
Lemon.
Lamau, yeah, definitely could have thought my message through some more. I agree. This reads to me as something that will start as a slow burn.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
If they are young, which it sounds like they are,
You have plenty of time.
this is tempestuous.
Yeah.
This can change on a whim.
There's a term for it.
Oh, we're both girls. They're gay.
I've only had serious feelings for other girls. Tried guys, didn't like them, never went far. But yeah, I confessed my love, as you saw in the text. Whoa!
Wait, that's why they were like, girl, I don't know.
That makes sense. You know,
I was like, wow, that guy was very,
like zesty.
yeah. And to be fair, I talk like that, though.
That's true.
You know, I'm gonna go, girl, what are you doing?
Whoa!
Oh, that's work's got me doing that, though.
Yeah. When I talk with my sister, yeah, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch.
You code switch?
Yeah.
Me too.
Like, it's like, I literally, like, act like I'm getting my nails done, even though I'm not. It's like my sister will be talking to me about her work, and she'll be like, I don't know, Joe. Like, you know, she, like, this bitch at work is testing me. And I was like, girl, you don't even gotta work.
You're like, I don't know.
Well, that changes it up. If it's girl and, like, I don't know.
Girl on girl. We gotta ask Kayla about that conversation.
Yeah.
We gotta talk to our local lesbian correspondent.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh man. All right, Joe. Let's see if we can find like one more like juicy one.
Yeah, and then can we do?
Whoa, worst heartbreak of my life currently.
Can we do an am I an
You want to
asshole?
do an am I the asshole?
Yeah.
All right.
But let's look for one.
All right. Let's do one of these and then maybe one am I the asshole and then we'll finish.
All right. Just don't be a dick about it. I need something long. I want something long.
You want some long and thick.
Yeah.
Gay or dead? Sorry. that comment.
Talking to me?
You talking to me? Oh, Bob the Builder. Okay. Let's keep scrolling.
Yeah. This is
Oh, my husband and my ADHD. It's gonna be me in the future.
You're gonna have
No, sorry. That made it sound like my husband and his ADHD. I did code switch. I code switched so hard I became gay. Got back on Tinder a few hours ago.
This one looks.
This one has 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got back on Tinder a few hours ago. Responded to one IG DM, and this played out. Was that wrong? LOL. I'll be the.
You want to be the
purple. Yeah.
the person that is
Responding.
yeah, this is the POV.
Yeah.
Joe's the person whose POV it is.
Yeah.
What's up? Think I get your snap? I obviously found you on Tinder.
Snap is for losers.
Lamau, damn. I feel you though. You know what? Here's my number. Hit me.
I think
hit my mobile if you're trying to talk.
Yeah.
Phone number.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's cool. You obviously get a bunch of DMs like this often, so you're probably full of yourself. Oh,
Excuse you? You don't even know me. Now, how would you know what I receive and how I behave? That's our odd assumptions.
oh, I clicking the damn arrow like that was real. Okay. just tell me if I'm wrong. I only assumed because you're good looking and have your IG on Tinder. I know for a fact a lot of guys do what I just did and search you up and DM you. You also have like 3x the followers than you do follow, so that's where I got my assumption from. You fine though.
You fine though. It's crazy.
Damn, dude.
Oh man.
There's a thing that I want to talk about when we're done with this.
I don't believe I am good looking or the best looking. So for you to think I'm full of myself is funny, considering I struggle with my views of myself. Followers doesn't even mean anything. I've had this account since middle school. So like, what's your point? The way you presented your assumed impression of me is weird, and I think this can end here. Thanks.
Okay, not a problem. But just saying, if you're getting hit on all the time, it must mean something. Stop being insecure and love yourself. I hate when good-looking women are insecure for no reason. Why they get a bunch of it for no reason? Why they get a bunch of attention? You look good, so stop being insecure. Where is he at?
Oh, he kept going.
Oh my god. I don't know what you see, but you literally have clear skin and a nice body. What else could you be insecure about? This dude's creepy. Funny to all, because I made an assumption you would stop talking to someone. This is why most girls stay single, because their insecurities and they miss out on good guys. I would have taken your ass out for some food. Damn. Why don't good girls like good guys, Joseph?
Damn.
Where did the good girls go bad?
That's my favorite thing of all these things. It's you girls just don't know a good dude when you see one. It's like you're not a good dude, bro.
Like when a guy goes, "Don't be insecure. You have clear skin and a nice body." That's fucking crazy, dude.
Clear skin and a nice body.
Dude, those are the two things. One,
that's fucking hilarious.
Gross. Don't just be talking about people like that. But also, bitch, you too sexy to be depressed. What you doing? No.
Just stop.
But if you feel sad, just look in the mirror and go, I got clear skin and a nice body. Fuck. I love this. I'm happy now. I'm good. Thank you, stranger. You know what? I will let you take me out for food. Also a crazy way to finish that.
I would have taken your ass out for some food.
I would take your ass out for some food. Not good food.
Yeah.
Just
food.
Food. A burger?
It's like you want to go to a nice French restaurant I found. It's like, ooh, what's it called? It's called Le Jacques in the Box.
That was on Instagram, DMs.
I know.
That's crazy. Joe, you ever get some wacky Instagram DMs?
No, I've sent the wacky Instagram DMs.
Okay. This is the person that made the post. I just re-downloaded Tinder, hoping to find someone to hang out with tonight. I did put my handle in the bio section, and I did have a few people DM me. I responded to this guy because he appeared chill and good looking. It hadn't even been 10 minutes when he sent his phone number, and then he said I was probably full of myself right after. Mind you, I chose to remain single, so I'm not even sure why he said that's why girls stay single. Not everyone wants a long-term relationship right now, and I even stated that in my Tinder bio. Dude, that's crazy that he would have had a shot if he
kept cool.
If he wasn't a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Like, dude, so many dudes self-sabotage themselves by, like, having this assumed impression of, like, you're going into that, like, that weird, like, toxic mindset of, like, women are bitches or whatever. Yeah. And then it's, like, literally, if you just were a normal person and if you had any level of empathy, you would just be, like, talk to them normally, be like, hey, I saw you on Tinder. Just wanted to see if you're interested in hanging out. Yeah. Leave it at that. They didn't respond in 10 minutes. Don't call them a bitch. That's a pretty that's a good starting point. Yeah. Mad because he thinks you're full of yourself. Mad that you're insecure.
This is literally like a loop around back to that first story. We read the first text chain we read where it was like, what was it? It was, you're looking for a long-term relationship, whore.
Wait, yeah, that actually floors me. That's actually so crazy.
It's a nice bookend ending to this r/text thing.
Thank you r/text. Let's try and see if we can find any. Am I the assholes? Now these usually get like juicy. I'm gonna scroll for a little bit.
That one's good. I don't know if I want to do that one.
Am I the asshole for calling my husband little dick? That's crazy.
It could be. Is he being an asshole first?
This is 10 hours ago.
Ooh. keep that one there. Let's scroll
All
a
right,
little
all
more.
right,
I don't want to just get the first one off the fucking.
My asshole for taking all my mom's photos from dad's house and asking his new wife why it's any of her fucking business.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for cutting off my sister after she slept with my son's dad? No.
Wait. Your son's dad? Isn't that you? Am I the
No,
asshole for
why
cutting
you
off my sister
no,
for
I,
fucking me?
23F, have a 4-year-old son with my ex, 24M.
I thought it was like a weird incest.
No.
Am I the asshole for telling my brother I'm not going to advocate for his wife to be included more when she's rude to mine?
Am I the asshole for telling a child to fuck off?
You want to do that one?
No, you're not an asshole.
You want to just do that one though?
Yeah.
All right, that one sounds fun.
We'll do the both we picked out.
Okay. Oh, this one's short and sweet.
Do you want one paragraph you, one paragraph me?
No, you can take this one.
All right. Being 6'9" on a cruise is basically walking around as a mobile landmark.
Oh my god, they're 6'9".
That's pretty fucking tall.
Yeah.
Today, a 9-year-old kid literally chased me for 40 feet through a dense crowd, sent by his parents like a little height-seeking missile.
Whoa.
I tried to ignore it, but he kept smacking me on the back. I finally turned around and hit him with the classic, "How tall are you?" I just said, "Get away from me," and kept walking. I am constantly bothered, interrupted, and touched by people asking / following me in hopes of asking about my height. I know he's just a kid, but his parents told me to follow me after me. Am I the asshole?
Edit.
I'm not sure why people think this is a fabricated story. I did not curse at the kid. I was not being literal in my title. I simply told him to get away from me because he wouldn't stop following and smacking my back. Wow, this was not as juicy as I thought it was going to be.
No, it wasn't. Damn it.
But no, you're not
the asshole.
Because one, you didn't curse at him.
It was like a 9-year-old kid. They're like a 4th grader.
Yeah.
You like, get away from me.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Have you ever seen that show Winning Time? Like the Lakers, the Laker TV show on.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen
Max?
it though.
There's literally the first scene with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like, because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in an airplane and he's shooting a scene with a kid, and the kid goes up to him and goes, "Mr. Abdul-Jabbar, I'm actually a really big fan of you. Can I get an autograph of you?" And he just looks at the kid and goes, "Fuck off, kid."
That's so funny.
Which apparently is like a real story.
That's so funny.
So
That's on the set of that show.
No,
sorry, that was in the show that happened.
Yeah,
but it's because it happened in real life.
Yeah.
It's really funny. All right, let's go back to the "Am I the asshole for calling my husband little dick?"
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see where this goes. All right, so let's go. All right, so it says that this is tagged NSFW. So if you don't want to hear this, you can just bleep us for probably about the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for calling my husband little dick?
All right. I thought I was gonna do this one.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, he's giving me daggers now.
I'm not.
Okay, I lied. Am I the asshole for lying about my podcast host?
I said he's a jerk, but really he's not.
I'm 11 weeks postpartum from my second baby.
Postpartum.
Postpartum. Damn,
That's
sorry.
important.
From my second baby, and 21 months postpartum from my first. Oh my god.
Damn, back to back.
That's crazy. I guess that's why the post. So I have gained almost 100 pounds.
Wait, no, 21 months is like 2 years.
Yeah, but 11 weeks postpartum.
Yeah. I don't know why I said back to back. It's 2 years.
That's pretty back to back.
Yeah. Right.
So I have gained almost 100 pounds after both pregnancies and trying to lose weight, but it's hard. Adjusting to my new metabolism, as before pregnancy, I could eat whatever, whenever, and barely affect my weight at 145. My husband thinks making fun of my weight constantly and making harsh remarks. Oh my god. Like if I say he could move over as we have a small kitchen, he replies, "Of course you need the kitchen." Oh. And I actually just got him to stop calling me Shamu. Yes, like the whale from SeaWorld. After breaking down, because it obviously affected my self-esteem, as I'm not blind and can see I gained a crazy amount of weight after my pregnancies. He hasn't stopped making jokes. And to be honest, he makes these jokes, quote unquote, about everything out my expensive. About everything out my expensive. Oh. About everything but my expense. I don't know, at my expense.
Yeah.
But it's okay, apparently, because it's just a joke, quote unquote. Even though he's clearly the only one who thinks it's funny. So I thought, okay, since we're making jokes that clearly aren't funny, I'll just start calling him Little Dick. And yep, as you suspected, he did not find it funny and actually shut down and shut me out. I generally don't care, but am I wrong? I know two wrongs don't make a right, but after 2 years, almost of making fun of my weight constantly. I genuinely am fed up. So am I the asshole for calling my husband little dick?
No.
No, not the asshole.
One, she just carried 2 of your kids back to back.
Yeah. And like, okay, here's the thing. For me, personally, in my relationship, if I was saying a joke that made Christina uncomfortable, especially if it was about her body in any way.
Yeah.
And she was... One, I don't think that I would ever make jokes like that.
Yeah.
About anything. But like, if I did happen to, or like, if I said like a joke that I wasn't thinking about, like, I apologize. I go, did not mean it that way. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
You feel like an asshole.
Yeah, but like, if your partner, who has just literally had 2 of your babies,
Yeah,
is expressing to them that they don't appreciate how you're making jokes, quote unquote.
Because he was calling her Shamu, and then she broke down and cried and said, don't stop calling me that.
Yeah.
You should have taken the bigger context of that and went, maybe I should stop calling my wife fat.
Yeah.
But he just went, oh, so don't call her Shamu.
Don't call her Shamu? All right, I'm going to just make every other joke that I can.
Yeah.
Joke, again, quote unquote. But like...
Not funny, also.
Also not funny, yeah. What's the butt of the punchline of the joke is that you're fat.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
That's just bullying.
And also, it's like, you know, I'm a bigger person, right? Calling a fat person Shamu. Shamu's been dead for like 30 years.
That motherfucker's gone.
Yeah.
Have you seen Blackfish?
Yeah. That fucker's gone.
Yeah.
Pick another fucking thing, dude. Fucking asshole.
Yeah. This gives like...
It's just putting down your wife, which is not
Yeah.
fucking cool.
This is like that boomer humor.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That's really bad.
That's like, oh man, I don't like it. I don't like the... Because again, I feel like a lot of...
Also, she calls you little dick and you fucking... Just little dick, mind you. And you shut down and shut her up. Like, you probably do actually have a little dick.
Oh, this is kind of sad. So I'm looking at the responses. This one says, you're not the asshole. Why are you with an emotionally immature little bully? Life is too short to spend it with someone like that. She said, far away from home, and I'm an orphan with no siblings, so I'm signing up for college, though. Just trying to find a profitable career. That's like a 2-year program.
See, and that makes it even...
You gotta stop having kids, yeah. If you... Oh, man.
That makes it worse because it's kind of like...
Now, look, if she's in this situation and it's like, it's hard to get out of, I get it.
And it's one of those things where it's like, she probably, like, you know, I don't know how old she is or...
They sound
older.
Older, yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, if they're the only person you kind of have in your life,
you're kind of like shackled to them a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen that so many times where it's like girls who are like fucking dating assholes, but it's because like they don't have anyone else.
Yeah, it's just sad too though because like
this makes me sad.
It's okay.
I don't want to. Can we look for a funny one?
Hold on, but am I the asshole for calling my husband little dick?
No, not at all.
Little dick.
Little dick.
And dude, that is also crazy because there's so many dudes that are like, now, I don't think that, you know, going back and forth is the right thing to do, but if it's like someone is constantly going at you, having a little bit of like a...
Yeah. Are you...
It's like, this is how it feels to me. So
yeah.
do you...
It's...
Are we good now? Are we done?
It's literally the age-old, if you can't handle the heat, stay at the fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, you make fun of your wife and now you're mad that she fucking...
Little dick.
She has something on you? Like...
Oh, we're not touching that one.
Which one?
Caught my boyfriend of 5 years cheating after he died.
God damn.
That's crazy.
From beyond the grave is crazy.
Do you want to have better sex with Blue Chew?
I don't need Blue Chew. I'm good. I'm good all by my lonesome.
Am I the asshole for not talking to my abusive dad?
Oh my god.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to have sex with my wife? Am I the asshole for losing my mind over my boyfriend following random girls?
That could be funny.
All right, let's go with that.
And imagine it's just
all right. This
horribly depressing.
It has 55 upvotes and it was posted 7 hours ago.
No, get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Okay.
Already from that first sentence?
Yeah, being a girl from India.
Yeah.
Sorry, 12 years old. We're getting out of there.
All right, you know what? I'm lifting my addendum. These are all way too depressing.
These are really sad. This song was hot.
Top. Go to top, best, I guess.
I don't know. Top.
They're not
today?
updating.
Top this month, this week?
This month.
Oops, I clicked week. Month.
Wow, this guy's the best of the week and the best of the month.
There you go. Good job.
That's
I'm
promoted. That's
oh,
promoted.
Damn it.
You got.
I did get got. Am I the asshole for untying my bikini top at a public school? Oh my god.
A public pool.
Oh, I'm so
but yes,
illiterate.
a little bit.
I'm illiterate. My husband got me a vacuum for my 50th.
Ugh.
Am I the asshole if I divorce my husband for not wiping his
Yeah.
butt? Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's
do that. All right, it's short and sweet. Short and sweet. Well, short and shitty.
I'll read it.
All right, you got it.
It might be an asshole if I divorce my husband for not wiping his butt. Yep, this is pretty much the title. My husband recently started saying that he's not going to wipe his butt anymore.
Oh!
He got into his head that alpha males do not wipe, therefore he's no longer doing it. He has been, for the past 2 days, been walking around everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, telling guys alphas don't wipe. He is very serious about not wiping, and he is not listening to reasoning. I don't know what to do, and I fear this might be the start of the end of our marriage. How do I convince him to wipe?
You need to convince him
And
to
the
do
top
more
comment?
than wipe.
Well, that's enough internet for the day.
Good Lord, I decided to jump on here for a bit. There's a rattlesnake in my garden. I think I'll go and see if he wants to cuddle. I don't like that. Tell him alpha females free bleed everywhere and piss wherever they want to. Then when you move out, give him all the furniture. Ew.
Not the asshole, but I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to say. I think you have one conversation with him and you go, you need to wipe. I will leave you if you do not wipe.
Because that's bad. Smelling like shit. You know that motherfucker's not washing his ass in the shower either.
Yeah. The only...
Ooh.
You think this is how he's like... There's another post like on a subreddit trying to convince my wife to get a bidet without seeming gay.
That's so funny. Bro, just buy the bidet.
Just buy the bidet, brother.
True Alpha's bidet. And I'll get behind that. No, True Sigma's bidet.
I would love a bidet in my place.
I love my bidet.
I love pooping at your place because of it.
Damn. Like pooping at my place?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, I'm glad.
Um,
Don't convince him to wipe. Leave him. Or you might start seeing skid marks around the house. Seriously, though, if he is listening to alpha males, quote unquote, rather than basic elementary school hygiene, that's a problem.
What
Yeah.
alpha male is out there saying that?
There is a general trend that I have seen online of like alpha males being like, it's gay to wash your ass.
I thought that was a joke.
No, that's like a thing. I have had actual conversations with people that they have said that they either their boyfriend didn't two crazy scenarios. One, their boyfriend didn't know they needed to wash their ass. And two, their boyfriend didn't do it because they thought it was gay. And not like they thought they would be gay for doing it. They're like, no, ew, that's gay. I don't want to do that. Isn't that crazy? He's giving me the lead paint stare.
Dude, wipe your ass.
Wipe your damn ass. That's
Shove
crazy.
the whole ball of soap up your fucking ass when you're showering.
Don't get lost though.
I've gotten lost.
Up in the hole?
It's I got a big ass, and you know how sometimes when the soap like gets down to like the last,
just a little nodule.
Yeah, I fucking put it in there.
Oh,
and then I'm like, hey, what's going on? Where's it at?
Oh my God, Joseph. Oh no, that's dangerous.
Yeah,
squeaky clean.
Yeah.
Now, are they the asshole?
Not the asshole.
Not at all.
Not at all. He's the asshole for not wiping his butt. And see, here's the thing. You're the asshole for not wiping your butt, period.
Yes.
Also, double asshole because you're saying alpha males don't wipe.
I think that it actually boggles my mind that any person that claims to be an alpha male or follow that lifestyle.
Listening to other dudes tell them that. Like, you're listening to what other dudes are telling you what to do. Like,
yes.
I'm like,
how to be a real man.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I was gonna say that one, it's crazy to me that, but also that they have steady relationships or long-term relationships with anybody. Like, that's got to be the most insecure, relationship that you could have, where it's like you're always walking on eggshells with this person.
I do want to give props. He has been for the past 2 days Like, one day went by, and she went.
She was like,
Second day went by, she's like, this is a problem.
After the first day, maybe you don't notice. Maybe he's not a frequent pooper.
Maybe.
But
He could be backed up.
she might have thought it was a joke. I think she even said in the thing, I thought it was a joke. But that's like after 2 days. I think 2 days is like
He also announced it.
yeah, announcing it's weird.
Like,
He's like, there will be a smell. Here's what it's gonna be.
it is
It's
my
because
ass.
I'm a sick ass fucking dude that don't take notes.
It's my ass. My ass is. I'm not wiping it.
I'm not letting any woman tell me what I can or cannot do with my dirty asshole.
Oh, God.
Here's a fun little thing that we can do for the end of this, Joe. If they have any recommendations for any
It's disgusting.
little areas we can go to find any little stories,
Fucking
we'll look into
gross.
them.
Wipe your ass, bro. Dude, I go one day. Like, I like to shower morning and night.
Mhm.
Sometimes I can't because, I have a shared bathroom.
Yeah.
But I go one night or one morning without showering. I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
And you have dudes walking around not wiping their ass
Because they think it's gay.
because they think it's gay.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you?
That's how deep misogyny goes, Joseph.
My brain.
And homophobia.
My brain
Sorry.
is fucking.
I meant
hurting.
homophobia.
No, it's misogyny too because it's like
It is both.
You think your fucking girlfriend or wife is gonna stick around because you're not wiping your ass? That's early onset dementia. Is what this is. This is fucking gross. I don't want to.
Wait, hold on, Joe. You smell that? I think I smell an alpha walking by. I smell dookie.
It's not me.
Dude, wait. That is kind of sick. Wait, alpha males should not wipe their ass.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, don't wipe your ass.
Don't wipe it,
If you
yeah.
say that you're an alpha male, don't wipe your ass.
At all, bro.
Yeah, just stay like smell like shit all the time, like literally.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I co-sign that.
Yeah. You know what? Go to the gym. Don't take a shower afterwards.
Yeah, that gets the we'll get to its stamp of approval.
Yeah. Don't fucking do it.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Don't wipe your ass.
We took a trip down a little Reddit story lane.
Gross.
But thank you for listening, everybody. I feel like that was
Don't wash your ass.
no, dude. Well, please wash your ass. Unless you're an alpha male, then don't do that.
If you're an
that's
alpha
gay.
male, don't wash your ass.
Yeah, if you're an alpha male, that's gay. Don't wash your ass.
And trust me, I am an alpha male.
Hmm.
I'm a sigma, and if you want to get up to my level, you have to stop washing your ass and then wash your ass.
And also like do mouth taping, perineum sunning.
What's mouth taping?
You know what mouth taping?
No, what is that?
Before when you go to bed, tape your mouth shut.
Why?
I don't know. It's like something to do with breathing.
Oh, so you don't snore?
No,
Why?
I don't know. Has to do with breathing cycles.
Wait,
though.
what's the second thing you said?
Perineum sunning?
What the fuck is that?
It's when
You
first
point
thing-
your gooch up in the sun?
exactly. You wake up. First thing you do, you get naked and you point
How
your
do you know about that?
true alphas know.
Oh, well, I guess I'm a sigma, so I guess I don't. Don't wash your ass.